Alright, welcome to segments formed by tangents and secants level 3. Now in this worksheet we're really going to deal exclusively with word problems, and seeing how level 1 and level 2 videos started with word problems, I'm only going to do one example in this video. So let's get started. Now example 1 says this: given a secant, and that's a keyword, so let's go ahead and underline that, secant ABC, and tangent AT intersect at point A. Well, we can actually stop right here. We have enough information to draw our picture. We know when talking about secants, tangents, we're dealing with a circle. So let me draw my circle. And let's go ahead and put our secant, since that comes first, let's put that on top. And we want to ask ourselves, where are these two lines meeting? What do you think? Read the problem. Yeah, absolutely. They are meeting at point A. So I put my point A on the outside of the circle. And let's see, we have secant ABC, so I draw my secant line. I can even put an arrow at the end, but let's see, since this says A, B, C in that order, well, we're going to have to go in the same order, A, B, and point C, where that line intersects the circle. Now our next keyword is the tangent, and ask yourself, how many places or how many points does a tangent touch a circle? Yeah, absolutely. It touches in 1 point. So let's see. It looks like I could draw my 1 point right about there. I draw my tangent line. And remember, even though this line A, let's see, it was AT, continues forever, we're really only interested in this one little tangent segment. So let's fill in our information we know. We want to find AT, so it looks like we're looking for the tangent segment, so I'll put an X right there. When AB equals 8, so let's see, so I'll write in 8 inches right there, and BC is 5.2, and let's see, where's, oh yeah, BC is right there, 5.2 inches. Awesome. And right now we have enough information to start our problem. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch colors here. Kind of go this UT burnt orange. I like that one. Alright. And let's look at our formula chart. Since these are segments, because they're dealing in inches, we can look down at the very bottom and we have our 4 different variations. And so we find the one that has the tangent and the secant. And let's go ahead and write our statement. We see, looking at our formula chart, that AT, our tangent, will always be squared. And that's equal to, and when we look at our secant, well, we know our rule for secants is always the outside piece, or the external secant, which would be AB, times the whole thing, which is going to be AC. Now, here's what I would encourage you to do. I would encourage you to pause the video right now and actually try and work out this example on your own without my help. And then see if you can do it. And then you can double check your answer at the end. So go ahead, pause it, try it out. All right. And let's see if what you did was correct. So I look at AT, and I see that we have an X there. So I write X squared equals. I look at AB. I know AB, my external secant, is 8 times. But this is where things get a little bit more difficult. So switching back to my turquoise, we see that AC is the entire thing. And when I look at it, I actually don't know what is that entire length. So I know that one piece is 8, another piece is 5.2, and whenever we know 2 pieces, how can we find the whole? Yeah, absolutely. We have to add them. And so 8 plus 5 is 13, so the total will be 13.2 inches. And now this is what I actually write in here, 13.2 inches. Understand, you always have to put in the whole secant. Let's see, switching back to my UT burnt orange. Well, now we have X squared equals, and we want to grab our calculator and ask ourselves, what is 8 times 13.2? It appears that that would be 105.6. And now we're just one step away from having X by itself. How do we get rid of this square? Ask yourself, what's the opposite operation? And to get rid of a square, we want to take the square root. Remember, what we do to the left, we have to do to the right, and those cancel, and we're left with X equals, and let's see, the square root of 105.6 equals roughly 10.28 once we round. Now remember, our question is asking us to find AT, and AT is just right there represented by X. So since we found X, we have actually found the answer to our problem. AT equals 10.28, and in this case our units is inches. Alright, well I hope this helps, and I will see y'all in our level 4 video.